Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. I am someone who is still kind of in shock about this decision because it was such a hard decision to make, and I've been going back and forth for about 6 months with this because I have been in the AOA Alliance for over 4 years now. I feel like it's closer to 5 years. And like a lot of semi-retired alliances, it started with some people who've been there for years and had really kept it going, had this fearless alliance leader, Goose, that was a legend in the community and someone you could name drop and everybody knew he was. And then he stepped away, and then of course his friends went to other alliances and slowly changed and changed and changed. And suddenly you look up and you're scoring not even 6 million points in Battlegrounds, and a lot of people just aren't that active, which makes sense in a semi-retired alliance. And everybody I talked to was kind and amazing, and I think toward the end they realized that I wasn't as happy as I was at the beginning, like any relationship in a way. And Chaos was fantastic, such a good dude. I hope to one day meet him. I almost got to meet him in New Mexico, but our timing didn't match up. And I have mixed feelings because part of me thought I'm just going to be loyal no matter how unhappy I am, and they're trying to make it better. They're trying to bring in new people. But when an alliance has fallen to where half the members don't even participate in a Battlegrounds fight until the very end, if at all, it's just hard to suddenly convince people to care because it's not ingrained in their psyche, and that's a hard uphill battle. And so even though it says on my profile still that I am an AOA, if you see me click the Alliance tab, you'll see that I am not in an alliance. I don't know how the visual on my page says that I am, but I can assure you that that is fake news at this exact moment. Now, my man Cole Lives Matter, who's been a long-time supporter of the channel, has invited me in to basically join what was AOA, but just a little bit more active. Same Alliance Quest and Alliance War to a T, from the same map to the same battle groups that do it, with no pressure for me to join War. Other alliances have reached out to me, but I had to have joined War. And yes, I have the roster, and yes, I have unlimited loyalty to purchase revives, but I just don't want to do it. I am focusing now on this book about my life and my family's life to help low-income youth. I am on fire to give back, and I'm also on fire to show that you don't have to be a millionaire at 65 years old to give back to your community. You can do it in your 30s. You just have to prioritize helping people over helping yourself. And I've got all the basics that I need now for the rest of my life. I truly believe that because I used YouTube money to buy my fiance and her family, her kids, a dream house in cash because I saved up all the money and didn't blow it, and didn't also forget to give it to Uncle Sam. So AOA was the reason why I was able to do that. For years, they supported my YouTube channel. They worked with me. Shout out especially to Batwoman, who was my partner in crime on my Alliance Quest path with Corvus. She knew that I was looking to get my Corvus charges up to make the path as easy as possible, and would leave me the fights that I needed to get those missions. And not everybody would do that, but she was amazing. And so it was people like her that kept me here about 6 months longer than I thought I would be in it. But it got to the point where I had an incredible opportunity come up, and I didn't want to be someone that turned it down, but I also didn't want to just act like I didn't completely benefit from such amazing people, many of which aren't even in the Alliance anymore, but they still helped me. Actually, ironically, quite a few of the people who were in the old Alliance are in the new Alliance, and so I'm not exactly joining a completely new family. It's part of the reason why I'm joining this new Alliance. It was kind of what the Alliance was when I joined years ago, and now it's this new Alliance. But it's the hardest decision I've ever made in MCOC because I believe in loyalty, and I believe in rewarding and honoring good people. And even though AOA is a shell of itself in terms of the points it used to put up at events, and I have hope that it will return to that someday, and who knows, maybe I'll come back. It's not a closed door forever, but it is a rebuilding process. In the sports world, it's rebuilding. You're in a rebuilding phase. You're not going to compete for championships. You're looking to reload and build a new culture. And just like a sports team that guts its stars and starts over, it takes time to do that, and I have no doubt that they can do it. But I also realize that life is too short to be unsatisfied and unhappy. And I'm not going to be somebody that ever sits back and complains about an alliance or something, because if it's not meeting your needs, then be the change you expect to see, either help the alliance grow or find a better fit, but don't be a jerk. Don't refuse to thank people. Don't refuse to honor people, because none of us get to where we are in life without the help of other people. And AOA has helped me more than I've helped them for years. And I hope that I've recruited some friends into the alliance over the years, and I hope that I've been able to give back in that way. But I still feel like it was never enough to repay the alliance for all the help they did. So I'm just making this video to say I know there's probably some people in my old alliance that are disappointed or maybe even hurt that I left, and I totally get it if you're watching this from the old alliance and feel that way. But I just want you to know that I was so torn, because despite the fact that our event scores were pretty terrible compared to what I thought they should have been, and I totally expect that in a semi-retired alliance to have people that don't want to participate in events. But I'm more active than most of those players, and I'm looking forward to being with more active players who still want to do the same amount of Lack of War and an easy alliance quest map. So that is my thinking. It's also an alliance that's really great for gifting, and I think having a high gifting score at the end of the year is a really exciting way to end the year. So again, hardest decision I ever made in MCOC history. I get if my alliance is annoyed or ticked, I would be too, but I wanted to make this video just thanking them, because without you all, I would not have been able to have the house. I would not have been able to have the happiness, the success, everything that I'm now kind of processing for the first time, because I'm slowing down for the first time. And this is the right choice for me, and I'll always wish AOA nothing but the best. You all were the best, and always will be the greatest people that helped me in a time that I needed you the most. So thank you again.